All right. Next, your next idea is your field and potential because of aerial charge distributions is what I'll write. Aerial charge distributions. In this is your fifth case, I suppose. I don't remember. So we have seen line, axial line, equatorial line. Second one. Third one is arc. Fourth one is ring on the axis. So it is case 5. Okay. Now in the fifth case, what is that I am going to do is, I am going to calculate your field because of a disk like this. Okay. Now for this disk I am trying to calculate your field and potential on the axis like this at some distance x. Now for this I will do something interesting. I want you to observe carefully. So this is my actual figure. Okay. Hope you have copied the question properly. So I need to take a strip and then show it. So that is why I will take a bigger figure. So your ring is like this. Okay, disk, sorry. So for this disk, obviously your charge density is sigma is equal to q by pi r square is your aerial charge density. Okay. Now this disk can be formed with help of sheet of paper like this. Okay. So my diagram is slightly tilted, but hope you are able to understand. Okay. So the disk is like this and on the axial line. Now here what is that I am going to do is, I am going to take a small patch of ring here. Now because of this patch of ring, what happens exactly is, from here to here, let us say, your radius is smaller. Now from the center of the ring at distance x, your small electric field D is, just now we have seen this small charge dq is, okay, sigma times small area. If you cut this ring and stretch it like this patch will have a length of 2 pi r and width is dr. Okay, hope you have understood what I have explained. Okay, I am taking a small ring. Because of this small ring, I will calculate field at this point P. Like this, if I add one small ring, second small ring, third small ring, like this, if I keep taking many rings and add those, I will get resultant electric field. So at this point P, because of this small dq element, okay, because of this ring, okay, if you have any doubts, refer to my video based on integration application in physics, how to take this strip. So here your small area dA is, it is in the shape of rectangle, so that is 2 pi r into dr is your small area. So your small charge dq is sigma times 2 pi r dr is your small charge dq, and your limits are from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. So here your small electric field dep is k times small charge dq by, okay, it is, just now we have seen dq into x by, it is small r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. Okay, just now we have seen, because of a ring of charge, our formula is k into dq into x by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. So your dq element, because of this dq element, it is k into dq into x by this much. Now what is that I am going to do is, because of this dq I will substitute it here. Now that will become k value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, dq element is sigma times 2 pi r dr times, okay, this is your dq element into x by I am going to write it as r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. Now 2 pi 1s, 2 pi 2s, so you are going to get sigma x by 2 pi epsilon naught times r dr by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. So your limits are varying from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. This is your small electric field dep because of this elemental ring. Now what is that I am going to do is, I am going to integrate this small field to get the complete field. Now to do so, okay, I will interchange the limits. I need to interchange the limits while integrating. So to get the field, to get total field, EP is equal to integral of dep, that is equal to integral of sigma x by 2 epsilon naught is constant times r dr by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2 from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. Now here there is a problem. For this function it's not so easy to give the integral. Now what I will do is, this part is constant, take it out of the integral. Now let r square plus x square is equal to t. If you do so, we have to write in terms of t. So this function, okay, what I will do is, once again, okay, we will use, so let r square plus x square is equal to t square. In such a case, this will become 2r dr is equal to 2t dt. So r dr is equal to t dt. So this is your first point, okay. And second thing is, okay, your limits, when t is when small r is equal to 0, your t is equal to x. When small r is equal to capital R, your t is under root r square plus x square. So you have to substitute these limits. So that will give you integral of, okay, sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times t dt, r dr is equal to t dt by t square whole power 3 by 2, from where to where means t equal to x to t equal to under root r square plus x square, okay. Now simplify the result, you will get the answer. Take the strip and then do it, integrate it, simplify it, you will get the answer. Now this square term will go off. You will get sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times integral t dt by, okay, t cube from x to under root r square plus x square. So you simplify it. I need space, so I am erasing all this stuff. So our limits, according to what I have simplified, your electric field at that particular point is sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times integral of t by t cube is integral of 1 by t square times dt from t equal to x to t equal to under root r square plus x square. So that will give you sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times integral of 1 by t square is minus 1 by t from t equal to x to t equal to under root r square plus x square. So that will give you sigma x by 2 epsilon naught times, if you are substituting properly, you will get 1 by x minus under root 1 by r square plus x square. Now here, okay, removing this minus sign, I can interchange the limits. So that is why I have interchanged the limits and written it directly. So now send x inside. So you are going to get sigma by 2 epsilon naught times 1 minus x by under root r square plus x square is your electric field at that particular point. So this is your final result for your electric field. You fill it on the inside the table that you have here. Okay. Now when maximum E occurs, okay, when maximum electric field occurs, what is going to happen is, when maximum field occurs, your d by dx is equal to 0. So substitute the limit of that. So you are going to get, okay, d by dx of, because remaining all the terms are constants, you are going to get d by dx of x by under root r square plus x square is equal to 0. Accordingly calculate the value of x, where maximum value of field occurs for a disk of charge sigma. Okay, in the end here your sigma is total charge by total area, so that is equal to q by pi r square. You should not use lambda here, because a disk of charge can be formed with help of thin sheet of paper. Okay, so where charge is distributed along area, you have to use this result of sigma. So substitute this, take this as u, take this as v, apply u by v rule, and then get the answers. Okay, now this is how you calculate the field. Okay, any doubts? No, right. Next, coming to the next part, okay, we are going to calculate the potential. Okay, so we are going to calculate potential. Now for the potential part, okay, there is no point in rewriting all those. I will come directly to the point. So because of this elemental ring at distance x, okay, your small potential, your dq, this is your dq charge. Okay, your dq is sigma times dA, and your small area here is 2 pi r into dr. Your limits are from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. Now we know what is the potential because of this dq element. Your dq element is in the shape of ring. So because of this ring, your potential formula is k into dq by, it is under root small r square plus x square is the formula for potential on the axis of ring. So according to that logic, it will become k times your dq is sigma times your dA is 2 pi r into dr. So I am going to substitute this. Okay, so that will give you sigma times 2 pi r dr whole divided by, okay, that is going to become under root r square plus x square. Okay, so now here, okay, what happens is, now let r square plus x square is equal to t square. Now your limits, okay, here it will become 2x dx, sorry, why 2x dx, x is constant, 2r dr is equal to 2t dt. So r dr is equal to t dt. Now when x is 0, sorry, when r is 0, t is equal to x, and when r equal to capital R, your t is under root r square plus x square. Okay, so now we will interchange the limits to get the potential. Your potential is integral of k into sigma into 2 pi into, what is r dr means, r dr is equal to t dt by under root r square plus x square can be written as t. So from where to where means, our limits are from t is equal to x to t equal to under root r square plus x square. Okay, now here what happens is, your t will cancel off, sigma into 2 pi, in place of k 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, if we substitute, you are going to get sigma by 2 epsilon naught times integral dt from t equal to x to t equal to under root r square plus x square. Now here this will give you sigma by 2 epsilon naught times integral of dt is t. So that will give you under root r square plus x square minus x. Okay, this is your formula for potential. Now to check whether this is correct or not, okay, as usual you apply this method, that is v at x minus v at infinity is equal to minus of infinity to x. What is your potential means your sigma field E times dr bar is there, no? So substitute that E times dr bar and potential at infinity, in the end you substitute 0, automatically you will land up in this answer. Okay, so check it. Okay, through the second method also you can get it. Okay, you don't need to take the strip and then integrate it, but I want you to do the other method as well. Okay. So this is your potential because of a disk of charge where your sigma is total charge by total area. So first we have done, okay, this is your case 6, that is for a disk. Now your case 7 is you have a hemispherical shell like this, okay, and you are trying to calculate field and potential at this point O. Your charge is distributed along surface area, so your surface area is sigma equal to total charge q by 2 pi r square, because for a full hemisphere your surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay, for a full hemisphere your surface area is 4 pi r square. Now charge is present on shell. Okay, this is hemispherical shell. I am calculating field and potential at center of hemispherical shell of charge. Okay, so and that too positive charge. Okay, now if you remember, I have explained previously clearly how to take a strip for these kind of objects. So for these kind of objects your ring is your, this is how you are supposed to take the ring. So for this ring, okay, this part, okay, if you are taking a small strip here, this angle if it is theta, this is d theta. Now your ring will be like this, okay, your charge ring will be like this. Now let us say this distance is x, this distance is small r. Now if this radius is r, okay, point number 1, your limits are from when theta is equal to 0, your ring will be on the top, and when theta is equal to pi by 2 or 90 degrees, ring comes to bottom. When theta is 0, this ring comes to the top. When theta is equal to 90, ring comes to bottom. Okay, it is not minus 90 to plus 90 or theta is equal to 0 to 180. Here it is only just 90. When theta is 0, this ring, that circular patch will be on the top. When theta is equal to 90 degrees, patch comes to bottom. Okay, now your small r is equal to capital R sin theta. What is your x means? It is capital R cos theta. Okay, hope you have understood it. Now your small charge dq, okay, this patch if I stretch it, okay, I have a patch here, this patch length is 2 pi small r, your patch width is capital R d theta, okay, this patch width is r d theta, okay, it is in the form of small arc, so it is that much. So your 2 pi times small r is capital R sin theta, so your small area dA is 2 pi capital R square sin theta d theta. Okay, your small area dA is 2 pi capital R square into sin theta into d theta. Okay, so here you have small area. Okay, right, that small area is in the shape of rectangle, so it is length into breadth. Now once you get this, your small charge dq is sigma times dA, so that is equal to 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. This is your small charge dq. Now, okay, observe carefully. Your small patch is in the shape of ring and your center is at the axis of ring. So your small electric field D is given by K times dq into your distance is x by, okay, radius square small r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. Because your patch is in the shape of ring, your small electric field for this ring, we know the formula. For a ring of charge dq and radius small r, your field is given by kqx by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2, right? Because we know the formula, we have derived it previously. So that will give you d is equal to k times dq into x by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. Now let us substitute these results into this equation. So that will give you your small electric field D is k times, what is your dq? Sigma into 2 pi into capital R square sin theta d theta times, this is your dq, and what is x means it is r cos theta, and what is small r square plus x square means it is capital R square, right? Because this is a right angle triangle. Alright, so small r square plus x square is equal to r square, so that will give you capital R square whole power 3 by 2. So that will give you sigma into 2 pi is into k, this part is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught means that will give you sigma by 2 epsilon naught times r square into sin theta cos theta d theta whole divided by square term will go off, you will get r cube, r cube will cancel off. So you are going to get your small electric field D is equal to, it is sigma by 2 epsilon naught times, okay, it is sin 2 theta by r, because sin 2 theta by 2r, okay, because sin theta cos theta can be written as what? Sin 2 theta by 2, no? Right, because sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, right?
R square into r there. ఇక్కడ r square sin d theta into r cos theta. R cube అయింది కింద
d cube into, okay, here looks like one more r is there. All right, so one more r is there, so this r will go off, so you are going to get sigma by 4 epsilon naught times sin 2 theta d theta, right? So now this is your small electric field. To get total electric field, we have to integrate this integral dE, so that is going to be integral of sigma by 4 epsilon naught times sin 2 theta d theta from theta equal to 0 to theta equal to 90 degrees. So integral of sin d theta is minus cos 2 theta, okay. So we have the formula in maths, integral of sin n theta d theta is minus cos n theta by n. So this is what you have, okay. So according to that formula, okay, this will become, okay, minus cos n theta is minus cos 2 theta here, so that will give you sigma by 4 epsilon naught times minus cos 2 theta by 2 from 0 to pi by 2. So sigma by 8 epsilon naught times cos minus cos 2 theta from 0 to pi by 2, that will give you sigma by 8 epsilon naught times cos pi is minus 1, so minus of minus 1 plus 1, minus of minus cos 0, that will give you 2, okay. If you have any doubt, sigma by 8 epsilon naught times minus cos pi minus cos 0, minus of minus cos 0, that will give you sigma by 4 epsilon naught is the field. Now if you observe carefully, it is independent of r. This result, it is not dependent on the radius or position, okay. It is that particular point, it is exactly sigma by 4 epsilon naught, okay. Now those who have done the field, try to calculate the potential here, okay. In this figure, try to calculate the potential. calculate the potentials. Now to get the potential, it's not so tough, so just change the basic definition, that's all. Limit, strip, everything is same. So now here also the same logic. Your small potential dV is k times dq by under root small r square plus x square, that is equal to k times dq by how much it is, means it is capital R. Okay, so now your small r square plus x square, because it is capital R, your total potential is integral of dV, so that will give you integral of k by r times what is dq, means sigma by 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. Okay, so k into sigma into 2 pi, 1 r will go off, you are going to get sigma r by 2 epsilon naught times integral sin theta d theta, if you are simplifying it correctly. So your total potential is sigma r by 2 epsilon naught is constant, you have taken it out of the integral, times integral of sin theta d theta from where to where, means theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi by 2. Okay, hope I have done everything correctly, nowhere I have made any calculation mistake. So that will give you potential is equal to sigma r by 2 epsilon naught times what is integral of sin theta, means it is minus cos theta from 0 to 90 degrees. So your total potential is sigma r by 2 epsilon naught times, okay, so it is minus cos 90 is 0, minus of minus cos 0 is 1, so your potential is exactly equal to sigma r by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, so like this you can calculate the potential. Okay, so this is your 7th case, hemispherical shell. Hope you have understood it and there is no doubt. So for a conical charge also you can do it at the center by integrating the strip, but such kind of charge configurations will not be asked so easily unless and until it is completely advanced paper. So your next case is, no wait, for remaining things we need Gauss law. Okay, so fill the tables what we have explained so far, we'll continue from here in the next part. Okay, so with this part that is enough. Your next part is